Hello there. So today we are reviewing My Perfect Hotel, which is number 1 on the Apple top free games chart in the App Store. I think it's probably best if I just show you the trailer immediately, and then we'll get into it. In terms of download, it's relatively quick, not a giant game. Took me around 10 to 15 seconds to have it ready for opening. And loading time was also pretty rapid once it got going, as seen by the little helper. In terms of tutorial then, as soon as you start the game, you are thrust immediately into the tutorial. Everything is demonstrated for you, and the camera tracks, so you can't do too much off the rails. As you can see, the big flashing arrows make it really easy to know what you're supposed to do. And there's also no timer on the people waiting at reception, so you can basically just take this at your own pace. You can go away and come back to it. It's on a finger drag movement mechanism, which I found a bit clunky. However, not the end of the world. It was it's quite difficult to, especially for the cleaning tasks, to actually get to the specific area that they require. But I might just be me with my fat fingers. So as I say, it's largely time-based in terms of you have to stand in a specific spot. You don't actually have to press apart from to drag your finger across, as I say. And you'll see that tips are left in the room on completion of each visit, so that's extra money for you to gather. Those tips do go up as you upgrade the rooms, which we'll see later in the video. Also, you get these pop-ups here, which are suitcases of money for a free 30-second ad. That also increases as your operating costs increase, so that you're basically not trying to make do with 100 bucks for 30 seconds. So that's a slight improvement. Unfortunately, as the game progresses, though, these pop-ups do get a bit heavy, and quite difficult to avoid. However, as with the cleaning, you can just stand there basically to actually activate it. You don't need to. It doesn't just automatically do it as if you walk over it, for instance, which is obviously quite handy. So there I am, just checking everybody in at reception. You'll see on the floor that there is some items that are locked until you reach a certain level. The level bar is at the top with the 1 star. And then there's my first pop-up. So 4 minutes into the game, it seems to be um, based on activities you do. Unfortunately, they are the games that you cannot the ads, sorry, that you cannot get rid of without at least pretending to play it. So something that will become new on this channel is that whenever I can't get rid of an ad, you automatically lose a star, because that's the kind of prick I am. Now, as you see, I've just hired a cleaner. The cleaner moves quite slowly initially. As you can see, I just managed to do the whole room starting about 30 seconds later, while she was still only just finishing at the same time. So, like I say, starts off slow, however, does just sort of tick along, which means that, you know, if you wanted to, although it's not very efficient, you could just stand at the desk and check people in when as she cleans it. She doesn't collect the tips, however, so bear that in mind, that you'll need to go and collect the tips to so you don't lose the free money. Throughout this playthrough, the tips didn't seem to disappear. As you'll see later on, I did leave it to stack for quite a while. And so far, no disappearance. Oh, there's that pop-up again. And as I say, I'm just basically letting it plod on here. It gets a bit sort of stuck at this sort of stage where and it becomes a bit repeatable, where you're essentially just waiting to earn money, as with most of these games. You'll see that when you buy new stuff, sometimes it unlocks extras, sympathetic stuff. In this case, it's a toilet roll store. As you see, you just walk up to the toilet roll, and then you can walk up to the toilets, and then you go and refill them. All you have to do is walk over the toilets, and that's that. And you get money for that, for using of the toilets as well. There's another ad at around 3 minutes this time, after the game started, and once again, you can't get rid of it without at least waiting or playing that game for a bit, which gets quite annoying, quite frankly. I understand developers have to make money, but at least let us skip them if you're just gonna add the free ones. But that's me changing the world once at a time. So there you see, if you pick up a toilet roll by accident, all is not lost. You don't have to reset your game or anything. You can just walk up to that bin, and then you hover over the bin, and you and it goes. Again, make sure you're picking up your tips. It's quite annoying how you don't have, you know, how the cleaners don't pick it up for you. But I suppose if the cleaners did pick it up for you, you'd just be stood at the desk all day. And then, as I say again, you're basically just plodding up. So in this case, I'm trying to speed up the cleaner, which obviously, if you speed up the cleaner, the rooms become free a lot quicker, which means that you can make more money. Especially in this early game, you're not going to make a lot of money off the tips. I'm pretty sure it's 2 of the in-game bucks, whereas the room fee is 10. So it's worth clearing the rooms quicker. So as you see there, I've just upgraded the cleaner, which has sped her up, and it's unlocked a receptionist that's now available to buy. So it's me overcompensating again with toilet roll. It's worth noting as well with the toilet roll, you can still check people in. You're not restricted. You can still do everything basically, but you'll just be holding a toilet roll. So if you don't fancy that, you can put it down. So again, just collecting the money, plodding along, trying to do it. You can also sort of do it in stages, as you just saw there. So as you get the money, you can spread it out if you wanted to. If you wanted to make it into more manageable chunks, or you can wait until you've got all the money and then just do it that way. And yet another ad. Once again, that's at the 2 minutes now, so it's shrinking. And I think the developers are probably relying on the fact that you've now invested so much time in the game that you're not just going to get rid of it. But once again, you can't skip it. They're really annoying. And yeah, once again, it's I think it's really ruined a free game that has got a lot of potential. When you've got games when you've got ads, sorry, that you literally cannot skip without pretending to play them. So once again, so that's me just slowly stacking the money. I'm not doing it in a wanna, if you will. I'm just stacking it as and when. Every time that the toilets are used, you get each one of those books equals a tenner essentially. So it's always handy to keep your toilets full of toilet roll to keep them. It's a nice little money maker, and does the job basically. So now that there's a receptionist, you can see them there tapping away, with his little bow tie on, and they'll basically just automatically check in as and when the rooms are open. Once again, I've not found a situation yet where the money just disappears on you. So although the money will stack up, you can just leave it as long as you want. So far, I've so far got up to 4 stacks, and not had an issue with it. So there you'll see, I'm trying to level up this room on the left. We're just moving a bit slowly, but as I say, it's essentially just plodding on at this point. You do have an option, a customization option with the rooms. As you can see, you can go blue, you can go green, or you can get the premium option, which gives you more level up points and more money, 5 times instead of 3 times. But for that, you have to watch a 30-second ad. And given how many ads you've watched getting up to this point, I personally don't think it's very worth it. So once that's been upgraded, as I say, the money that the reception now makes off those rooms has greatly improved. And the old adage of spending money to make money really does come true. Oh, another ad. So this one was 3 minutes after the last one, which is a step in the right direction. However, still annoying. As you can see, you can skip this one, but it's one of those annoying ones where once you press on it, it moves the X to the other side, and then tries to open the. There you go. Tries to open the app page to make you download it. Which, by the way, is just a scumbag's trick. So there you go. It took me much longer than 30 seconds to clear out of that ad. And then, as you can see, so you just got 330 for that room, whereas before you were only making 10. So it's gone up 3 times for that room. Their tips also improve. And yeah, I think that's as clear a picture as we're going to get. As I say, I'm only going to do a short one. So all in all, the game was all right. It was it's a proper time killer game. Um, as I say, I found the movement a bit clunky. The amount of ads you get is just ridiculous for what you actually accomplish. Um, and they keep trying to ram the app power ups down your throat at pretty much every given opportunity. All in all, though, the game's pretty addictive, really. I've so far put in about an hour since playing for the video, and it has been relatively good. It's just as I say, what lets it down are the ads, the clunky movement, and the repetition and the grind of trying to earn the particular amount of money to upgrade. It's also quite a linear story. You have maybe 3 or 4 paths you can do, i.e. you can upgrade the bathroom, you can upgrade the cleaner, you can upgrade the room, but it all converges on one particular point at the end. So you've basically got an illusion of choice. All in all, though, I would say that it's deserving of its place on the top charts. Whether it deserves number one, that's a story for another day, but it's definitely deserving. I currently give it -1 star for the ads being shoved down your throat. I would give it 3.5 stars at this stage, and we'll see if the next one will improve. So that's it from me today. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to check it out. Let me know what you think of the actual game. If you agree, disagree with my star assessment, also let me know. And if you've got any recommendations for the next one, put it in the comments. Have a good day, everyone.